Hey. This ain't normally how we be on here. Jesus. All right. How y'all been? We didn't do this last week, did we? We've been
We
breaking.
did briefly. We did a brief. Did like a 30 minutes to an hour.
Okay, which is probably gonna be the way this finna go too. But that's probably what we're gonna do today. Um, oh shoot, let me come off of there. Uh hold on, y'all, because I'm taking out a couple of slides here. So y'all won't see all the mess behind the what's happening. I ain't got the flyers uploaded, so we're gonna keep it pushing in the great name of Jesus. Hallelujah. All right.
Mhm.
Here we go. Here we go. All right. So, Wendy, how was your week this week?
Girl,
Okay.
yeah. Cause
All
it's,
right.
yeah, we was told that we're gonna start going to the office once a month, a week, once a month, because they want 2 units in the office instead of one.
You know what? So I know they have the office over there on Covington Pike.
Hmm.
They have another office out
On
east, right?
Winchester,
On
Winchester.
Winchester. And I
Hmm.
feel like I saw another office somewhere else.
Mm-mm.
Those are the two offices.
Hmm.
Okay. I don't know why I feel like I saw one somewhere else. Okay. Oh Lord. That's gonna be interesting. Um, well
You
I'm
see
back.
the enthusiasm in my face.
I do. I see it. I see it and I see how you're not very happy about this. And I'm right there with you, friend. I too am not happy about you having to go into the office uh once a month for a whole week. I am back to square one. My hiring ventures, only one of the three people that we hired has stayed, and I don't think she's going anywhere. Other two people are gone, so I need people to work. So I'm finna be back on, and I'm trying not to be stressed out about it. I'm trying not to freak out about it, but yeah, I'm back on my lonesome. So, uh, I can only pray that that I find some people that can come in and work. I know it's hard right now. I don't understand. My baby who wants to work desperately, he just don't want to work in fast food. Can't find a job to save his life. But I know he could go back to McDonald's or anywhere else and go work, but he don't want to do that. And I don't blame him because he did not have a great experience at either one of the fast food establishments that he worked at. Um, but I really I don't understand. It's like a catch 22. You got people who don't want to work, then you have people who do want to work, but they may not have the experience to work. And I'm like, can y'all get them in on the entry level something so they can work? I don't know. I'm trying to make it happen. I don't know. But he's looking for employment for the summer. So if y'all need a strapping young man to do some work, y'all let us know, and we'll try to make it happen to make sure he get there because he desperately wants to work. Um, what else? That's it. We finna get into it. I'm very. We're gonna run through these best we can.
Hmm.
First up on our shine, we got Tabitha Brown. Tabitha Brown has a collection that is going to be at Target for a limited time. It's going to be clothing, accessories, home, office, furniture, you name it, she's going to have it. Her clothing line is with very colorful schemes. As you see, one of her daughters is standing right next to her as a model. Her sister is on the other side of her. This is really cool. I like it. She's a brand. She came, through with her Facebook, her YouTube following. Uh, uh, Probably about 4 years ago. I think we first started talking about Tabitha. Probably in 2020, maybe is when we started talking about Tabitha. But she's done an excellent job at keeping with her styles and keeping with her plans and her goals and getting these multiple streams of income. So she of course has the seasoning that I have yet to cop. I'm going to get her seasoning. um through McCormick, if I'm not mistaken. So she got her seasoning. She has her vegan restaurant in California. Of course, she has her following. She has some shows. She got some preschool material on YouTube. Like she has a lot that's going for her, and I'm super proud of her. And of course, she's been acting as well. So I've seen her on The Shy. I've seen her do a couple of different things, and I'm glad that she's able to do what she needs to do, or what she sought out to do, even if it didn't happen right away. She kept pushing forward and kept doing what she needed to do. So I'm super proud of this. I'm gonna see how much your stuff costs. She said the clothes are all gonna be like clothes and accessories are all gonna be under $30. So I love a good Tarjay outfit. I ain't got no problem with rocking nothing in Target. I want y'all to know and understand.
Well, I do. I don't know what they call these dresses that they got in Target. These Little House on the Prairie type
You
dresses.
know what? It ain't
These,
just Target though. Old Navy got them ugly dresses too. Old Navy, H&M. It's a
I'm
style.
like,
It's a fashion style.
I'm
They're
like, who
ugly.
wear? They ugly. That's the ugliest
They're
style.
ugly.
We are
But
not
they
going
got some
back.
cute stuff. They got some. You can go get a cute little
We are not
jean.
going. We are not going to be the Handmaid's Tale around here.
Oh no, we're not gonna do that. But they do, like I said again, they have like, I got some distressed jeans out of there for like 20 some dollars. Uh they got a lot of nice graphic tees. Um my Aaliyah shirt I got from there. It's somebody else's shirt I got from Janet Jackson shirt I got from there. They got you can find some gems, and some of my shoes have come from Tarjay too. And baby, them things be on sale. I got some sandals one year out of Target for $7. So listen, I'm not against Tarjay at all. I need y'all to understand it. Now the Little House on the Prairie dresses, no, I'm not for them, but I just won't buy them. But they have some cute things in Target, and I like it. So I'm super excited for Miss Tabitha Brown. I'm gonna check you out and see what I can see. And she got a plus size options, skinny people options, in between people options. I love it. I love it. I love it. So I can't wait to see what's cracking with that, and hopefully I'll be able to cop some of the styles. I love this high school. This is an all boys high school in NOLA in New Orleans. Um, they are it's St. Augustine Catholic school. It's an all boys school. It's a college preparatory program. All of these young men got accepted into college, and guess how much in scholarship money that they all get garnered as a class.
Let me guess,
Nine
about 10 million.
9.2, yeah, $9.2 million. I'm super excited for this. Um, I know, I think I have a friend whose son went to this high school, and he just actually got his master's degree from Georgetown. So, um,
Well, you know, Soulsville, again, the class of 22, everybody got accepted to college
yeah,
with eight
yeah.
with $8 million in scholarships.
That's good. And I mean, and we're doing it. We have schools here. We got individual students that got $8 million worth of scholarships in some of the schools here in the city. So just shout out to everybody. I'm super excited. It's graduation season, so I'm seeing graduation after graduation after graduation all over the place. And I'm super excited to see it. I'm grateful that the kids are doing their thing, and shout out to the parents that have been behind them, the teachers, the guidance counselors, the principals, the administrators that have been behind them, pushing them to do what they need to do. Prayerfully, we'll have many success stories out of students coming out of college. My baby is going through it right now. And I know I have prepared for him to be in school for an extra year because he's a computer science major, and I understand why. They make them take a whole bunch of stuff that I don't think they need. But Josh was like, well, Mom, it makes sense because, okay, well, it makes sense. It don't make sense to me. So I think he's gonna be coming out a year later than anticipated. But nevertheless, I'm super excited that he's going through this journey and getting what he needs to get through this computer science program. All right, here we go. Reality. Did you see the promo for Real Housewives of Dubai? Oh my God. When I tell you I cannot wait. When I tell you I feel like this is going to be Bravo's diamond in the rough. You get what I'm saying? Um, they have the lady that was she was on another show, uh another Bravo show. Hold on, her name Caroline Stanberry. Um, she was on another Bravo show that I don't think aired for very long, but she's on here. We have Nina Ali, who is also a part of the cast. And I think she's a doctor. She's been divorced twice. She's looking for love. Her kids are like, girl, look, we need you to stop. Um, um, we have Lisa Milan. I believe that is the first black supermodel in Dubai. Um,
Mm-hmm.
she's on there. Caroline Brooks, Sarah Al Madani, and Chanel Ayan. Um, let me tell you what I look for when I see a Real Housewife show. I look for glamour and fabulousness, and I feel like what better place to showcase this glamour and fabulousness than the Real Housewives of Dubai. Because Dubai, you got money. I don't think it's a broke person in Dubai. I could be wrong, but I don't think nobody broke in Dubai. Um,
I have a classmate. Well, he graduated in '93. He lived in Dubai because his wife was offered to teach over there,
yeah, I know who you're talking about.
and he was like, "Ain't no crime up in Dubai."
No, no, because they cut off hands and stuff. That's what we need. We
Mm-hmm.
need to go back. We need to chop off some hands around here. That's how I feel. Chop off somebody's hand, then you'll see, hey, we're not doing this, you know. Um, chop off a hand, chop off a hand. Yeah, they believe in that over there. They believe in if you steal, but everybody has money, so that's the thing. And you're
Mm-hmm.
not making. If I'm not mistaken, I read an article about a lady who relocated. She and her husband had talked about her husband up staying here, and they ended up getting divorced. But she and her three kids uh relocated to Dubai. She's a teacher. She
Mm-hmm.
makes $300,000, and they don't pay taxes. So all of that is in her pocket.
Dang, I think I need to do. I need to
I
move to
keep saying
Dubai.
I'm gonna move. I don't know what I'm gonna do over there, but I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna have to do something. I just feel like something
I
has.
can't do Mary Kay over there. I know that much.
No, you can't, because baby, they got fabulousness over there. Everybody got their own makeup artists probably to get beat every day. Uh, I can
No,
find some.
literally, I can't do Mary Kay over there
Oh, why not?
because they don't have a distribution center. They don't ship over in the Middle East countries.
Oh, okay, okay.
Because I had a sister consultant who was getting married and was moving over to the
But
to
so could you not still have your
Saudi
assigned customers?
Saudi Arabia.
No, what I'm saying is, if you just do online, you see how you do online, you can't even do that. Mayor K, y'all need to change that because you could do an online business from anywhere.
Right. We
And if
just
your
think about where
customers
they
are,
shipping from. Yeah.
yeah, because they're not shipping from where you at, they would be shipping from where the
Yeah.
customers at in the district. Yeah, they need to change that. At any rate, there is a cameo in the promo for Miss Phaedra Parks. Um, y'all remember, I think that was season 8 or 9, where Phaedra and Candy were like at odds with one another, and Phaedra had planted a seed to Portia, saying that Candy had a sex dungeon that she wanted to.
And the seed was planted to Phaedra by one of the producers.
Yes, I believe it was Carlos King. That's not. That's allegedly Carlos King. But the seed was planted to Phaedra, and they did that. Now here's the thing: they do this on these shows, and they do it because they want to drum up drama. Okay, they already knew it was some drama going on between Candy and Phaedra, of course. So they wanted to just put that out there, make the story a little spicy, and go from there. Um, Phaedra, I don't think Phaedra's ever apologized. I know Portia apologized vehemently. She apologized that day. Of course, they made it a whole storyline the next season. She apologized again. She continued to apologize. They kept bringing it up to come against Portia. Um, and eventually they got over it. But and Portia and Candy has since made up. Well, Portia and Phaedra not so much because Candy is saying, and a lot of fans want Phaedra back on the show. And at this point, I think somebody need to be back on the show to shake it up.
And then Kenya said that they need Portia back.
They need Portia back. Sheree said that they need Phaedra back. Like, we got to have more than this stupid storyline with Drew and her husband. And I like Drew Sidora as an artist and as an actress. I did not want to know your business like this. I feel like actors and actresses probably should shy away from these types of shows because if your situation is messy, that mess is going to continue to follow you. I just don't agree with it per se. But nevertheless, they need something to be shook up over there at the Real Housewives of Atlanta because their ratings are extremely low. I haven't checked out the Atlanta love matching show yet. I have not checked that out, but Phaedra is making an appearance on the Real Housewives of Dubai. Of course, season 2 of the Girls Trip is coming up. So that's happening soon actually on Peacock. So we'll get to see that. But yeah, so I'm excited to see this because I actually like Phaedra besides, the situation with her and Candy. Tiana Taylor won the Masked Singer. She was the Firefly. And if you guys are not familiar with who Tiana Taylor is an artist, but she's also married to Iman Shumpert, who won Dancing with the Stars.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear that they moving Dancing to the Stars to Disney Plus?
Mm-hmm.
Why did they do that? Are the ratings low or something?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. Okay.
But I was surprised because En Vogue did a good job.
See, I didn't watch this season.
En Vogue was the Cobra.
Okay.
And you thought that it was more than 3, but I kind of figured that it was En Vogue because you know the sound, how they sound.
You know how they sound.
But
you know what I always hated though? Dawn was like one of my favorites.
And then Maxine, I hated that not bad. And they had to get the girl that was on the Mickey Mouse Club.
On the Mickey Mouse Club?
Mm-hmm, in the 90s.
Is that the same girl that was on the Jamie Foxx show?
That I don't know.
So it was a girl that sang. She was a singer, and so when Jamie Foxx was doing the jingles, and then he was trying to
no, because she was a teenager then. So doing the
one of the girls on there though, it's 2 original members and 1 new girl.
Mm-hmm.
This girl at one point in time actually sang with them. The one that I'm thinking about, from the Jamie, she was on the Jamie Foxx show.
Mm.
So they may have replaced her.
When did Jamie Foxx show? Was it what?
That was
that in the 90s?
Late 90s, early 2000s?
Yeah, well, she must have been a young adult then because we're the same age.
Huh?
We're the same age.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Because I know I'm not completely.
I'm looking it up. I'm looking her up. Yeah, she was on the Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, that's the same chick. So yeah,
but she was on the Mickey Mouse Club. Also the Mickey Mouse Club, and then she's a member of Zeta Phi Beta.
Okay. Yeah, I could never remember her name, but I know she and Jamie were on the show. I remember that. It was like later on before like the last couple of seasons of Jamie Foxx.
We're the same age. She was born in May 10th, 76.
Yeah, so she was she was older than a teenager at that point in time. So so and she's been since they replaced Maxine. She's been with the group. Well, Dawn had left the group, but But then Maxine left later on down the line, and so she came and took the place of Maxine.
Oh, and Terry Ellis is 58 years
Baby,
old,
and don't look it. She look good. I love it.
and Cindy is 61
Is she
or 60.
61?
She's gonna be 61 this year.
Oh wow, Cindy looks good as well.
Got 4 kids.
She got 4 kids. Baby,
Hmm.
they look good.
And I just feel bad for Terry because she ain't never married nor had kids.
You know, she had a daughter that went to Central. She had a daughter that went to Central. Yeah. Terry Ellis had a daughter that went to Central here in Memphis,
They
Tennessee.
don't name her on here.
It doesn't, but she did, because I remember she came to Central when we were this had to be my sophomore year. She was at Central. And her daughter, and I don't know why. I don't know how that happened. I don't know how that came about. No, she never married, but she has a daughter. I do know that. So yeah. All right. So I thought that they were just doing this because they had to pivot for the pandemic purposes. I did not
saw it.
I didn't see the first episode.
I'm like,
first of all, why is Michael Blackson back? Did we not learn from last season?
oh girl, because they was talking about they learned a lot from the last retreat and they wanted to bring some more friends in. So they kind of like the host couple.
So kind of
but
like
they still do the thing.
Yeah.
They still doing the thing where he get to have any side chick he wants as long as he treats the girl like a side chick and don't date.
Here's the thing. I blame her. I blame her because that's the situation that you agreed to from jump. You can't then come and try to change the situation. If it doesn't work for you, be with somebody else. That's how I feel. But we have Shamari and Ronnie DeVoe.
Their stuff was a trip.
Oh wow.
Their stuff was a trip.
Is it?
I'm like, ooh.
Okay. Styles P and his wife. You have Nick Parker, who is the NBA. Nick Young, I'm sorry, who's the NBA player who he's on all the memes.
With the question mark.
Yeah. Him and his high school sweetheart. So they've been together since high school. What is Jessica's name?
I know you're talking about
the comedian Jess Hilarious with her boyfriend, which I'm glad this is not her and Country Wayne, because they were together for a long, long time. And then Claudia Jordan and some boyfriend that she has. Was their situation pivotal to what?
Yeah, I'm not even studying her.
Yeah, she's okay. So BH1 Couples Retreat it comes on after Basketball Wives.
Basketball Wives I couldn't get into. No, I watched the first episode. I was like,
seeing why she and Malaysia had their kerfuffle. I want to know what the real issue is. I think Brandy's doing too much per usual. But I heard that it's going to be Malaysia versus everybody except for Jackie and the twins. So, and then Shani, of course, but Shani has stepped away. That was her first and last episode because she's about to be a preacher's wife. So she said, I can executive produce, but I don't need no more of this drama. I'm interested in seeing why, what happened, what went down, why did they have a falling out? That's just kind of what I'm interested in seeing. After that, I probably won't care. But Jackie is supposed to be the lead basketball wife now because Shani has passed the tambourine or the crown over to Jackie. So we're gonna see how this works, and see how this works out because it's about to be some mess. So I thought you would find this incredibly funny.
Him and Kiki White is the reason why we have a shortage. Allegedly.
Y'all are wrong. Really, the reason why, and we're going to talk about that a little later on, because people got big mad at my post earlier this week. Real reason for it is because a lot of our stuff come from overseas. We've um, outsourced a lot of business or a lot of production. So because a lot of our production comes from overseas, and we've outsourced everything from China to Japan to now we're finding out Russia and Ukraine. A lot of those things, we got a war over there in Ukraine with Russia. And then a lot of people don't know that China is shut back down due to Corona. A lot of people have no clue about that because we're focused on the Ukraine war. So let's see how this goes. I hope he gets it because I'm tired because he's got yet another person pregnant. And I get it. You can do it because you have money, but yes, sir. I need. It's no way on God's green earth you can spend time with all your kids by every different baby mama. It's not. It's not feasible. So hopefully this goes. He's able to do this and do his thing. We'll see. Um. So this story is a little bit alarming to me. Rajon Rondo, who is was on one of my favorite basketball teams of all times, which is the Boston Celtics for a while. He's played for a number of different teams. Um, and I don't know if he's a Laker now or if he's in Cleveland now. I'm not sure what team he's playing for right this second, but he was spending time with his son at his children's mom's house in Louisville, Kentucky, um, playing a game. The mother told the son to get off the game to sort some clothes or do some laundry or something like that. Probably something that the kids should have already done. Rondo gets upset, snatches the game out of the wall, breaks it, goes off, knocking over, tearing up stuff. He leaves. He comes back with a gun, telling her to give me my kids. Just all kinds of crazy stuff. She let him get one baby. The baby was he yanked the baby out. He's going off. She called his parents. His parents showed up, but they weren't able to calm him down. She was able to get the kids, but she has filed a restraining order against Rondo. Um, this is unfortunate. um, Seems like Rondo likes to fight though, because he's gotten into some altercations on the court. Anybody who's with him at the time is fighting their wives, a girlfriend. It's crazy. Um, I think he needs anger management. And I think he needs to go to parenting classes because that's not a situation that your kids should have witnessed at all. And this is a story that broke during the NBA. You know, we got the NBA playoffs going on right now, and it's kind of taken away from the NBA because this story hit the news like wildfire. It was pretty crazy. I definitely hope he gets help for whatever is going on there, and I hope and pray that his kids are okay. Um, yeah, abuses, those are some very big allegations, but if indeed they granted this restraining order, there has to be some truth to it, in my opinion. Um, so we did not report that Kevin Samuels passed at all. We didn't. I don't think we talked about it at all. But Kevin Samuels died. Um, Jamal Bryant did a whole sermon on how toxic Kevin Samuels was. It's funny, but here's the thing.
Some of the stuff he was saying was true. However, there's a way you can deliver the truth. You can be nice and deliver the truth.
Hold on, wait a minute, time out. He who has not seen cast the first stone. You vehemently cheated on your wife for several years. When y'all got back together, you cheated on her again. You cheated with all these different women. You got babies everywhere, and you supposed to be a man of God. I don't think you have a right to talk about any male being toxic. That's just
true.
my
That's
opinion.
True. That's true. I thought you were talking about Kevin, but now I realize you're talking about
Jamal.
Yeah.
Yes. No. I understand Chocolate. What Jamal said probably was true.
Allegedly, Dr. Chocolate. Mr. Chocolate or whatever. Allegedly.
That's what I hear. We don't know yet, but
That's
yeah,
why I said alleged.
alleged. I don't particularly care for Jamal Bryant. Like, I just don't. But for him to devote a whole sermon to that, he had to apologize to Kevin Samuels' family about the sermon.
It it's like a certain pastor here who's been married so many times and been cheating
Which one?
on his wives.
Which one?
And well, look, cheating on his wives,
South
and
Parkway.
then making and then talk about how you need to be with one woman.
But you're not with one woman. Yeah. I just, I, yeah. I Let me keep going because we're gonna be
Yeah,
here for a
yeah.
minute.
My condolences to his family,
My condolences to his family.
but
Um
I'm
there was a
I'm
big
not.
outcry and a battle
I'm,
between men and women
am
about
I sad? I'm not too much sad.
no, but here's the thing. A lot of people took it to the left, especially guys. Y'all mad because he was telling the truth and da 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 da. And even some married women. I'm
But
married.
he was a hypocrite himself.
He was,
So,
because wasn't he with the prostitute when he died?
and then the girl wasn't a skinny girl.
Yeah. Oh, say la vie, say la vie. All
Carpe
right.
diem.
Let me tell
What
you
the?
about it. This is Antonio Brown.
Oh
And
my
of course, there's Keisha Cole. Now, I personally believe that Antonio is one screw away from, or one skittle away from the bag. I don't think that baby has any sense at all. Not that the good Lord then gave him, not that the devil then got. He just ain't got no sense. So apparently, he and Keisha Cole were dating, and I've never known Keisha to be this person, but she's been like standing for old Antonio, and Antonio was taking pictures with other girls in the bed and all kinds of crazy stuff, and then berating Keisha Cole. Don't nobody want you. I'm a player. I hit it once and I quit it. That type of thing. I don't, you know, Antonio, is a team gonna pick you up with these six? I don't think so. This is super dramatic, very disrespectful. With the fact that Keisha Cole is just like, oh, we just have a trauma bond. I'm like, girl, no, this is not the Keisha Cole that I know. And what happened to her and the young dude? I thought she had the. I'm confusion. I don't like it. And at this point, let me say this, and I made this post when this story hit this week. Anybody that dates this man understand you're gonna have to deal with. They they definitely need to do something different. Like, I wouldn't even work for him. You know what I'm saying? Um, there's something very wrong with that man. It is. He's supposed to be coming out with a rap album, by the way. I thought this was cool. The Buffalo Bills, um, and the hockey team there in Buffalo, and I think a soccer team. They are in their the teams, the staff, the coaches, everybody showed up. They came to a community event in Buffalo. They had a community event for the victims of the Buffalo massacre. Um, and I'm seeing that they all band together and gave $400,000 I'm not sure if it went to the victims' families or not, but they were there with food. They were serving food. They were there for the visual that day. They brought flowers. Like, they came 4 bus loads. This is what I'm talking about. This is community. This is what needs to happen. This is what should happen in a community, especially when you have sports teams and professional teams. They need to be stakeholders in the community, and they are, and I'm glad that they definitely showed up and showed out. So thank you guys for being a beacon of light and hope for people who would not, probably wouldn't necessarily see that uh, in this situation. So I'm very excited about this. I was really touched when I saw this story. Rihanna has given birth to a baby boy on Friday the 13th. She and ASAP Rocky welcomed a baby boy in uh, on the 13th. Um, we don't know the name, of course. We don't have any pictures yet. I don't know if they're going to show the baby or tell us the name. We still don't know the name of Nicki Minaj baby. They just call him Papa Bear. Uh, but I know she likes to be private. And things pretty private. So I'm not sure if that's gonna be the thing that she does or not, or the route that she takes. But I'm how this goes. Her being a mother, she's super excited. It wasn't something that was planned to happen, and they have embraced it and have taken it on, and I'm super excited about that. So, congrats to her. However, she might be a single parent because they had a baby moon about a month ago, and they went to her native Barbados, and while they were out of town, they raided his mansion in LA, and then as soon as they got off the plane to Barbados, ASAP Rocky was arrested on gun charges. They're trying to say he was involved in shooting. I think back in 2017, 2018. Um, right now he's out on bail. I'm not sure how that situation is going to turn out. They claim to have uh, real hardcore evidence, video surveillance showing that he was indeed shooting. I'm praying and hoping that's not the case, but it looks like that is going to be the case. So I'm hoping and praying that that doesn't happen because definitely, although Rihanna can afford to have nannies and all this stuff, and she probably has a support system and community there. Um, I think it would be best, or it would be what's the word I'm looking for? I think it would be better if he's there with her and present in that situation. Um, so Young Thug and Gunna. Let me say this before I start this. When we get to a certain level in the rap game, okay, I don't know what your contract look like, but Young Thug been rapping for quite some time. Gunna, I've heard underground stuff of his. So I know he's been doing a lot of underground rapping and that sort of thing. But even the underground rappers, they get paid for shows. They make money. They make money. They make money. So for them to be caught up in this gang related situation, they have RICO charges. Uh, it's looking like, and neither one of them have bail. Like they've not said bail at all. They raided Young Thug's mansion and found marijuana enough for intent to distribute. They found all kinds of guns, all type of illegal substances, and that sort of thing in his house. So not only are they getting you on these gang related charges, but they're also getting you on the illegal substances that you had in your house. And a RICO charge is something that's very, very hard to beat. But here we are. And so 2 music careers thrown away because we decided we wanted to still live the street life. I don't understand it. I feel like if Snoop Dogg can let go of his life, uh, anybody can. That's just my thought behind it. Um, and after a certain age, it's no longer cute. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be an OG. That's what a lot of people look at as Snoop is now. But after a while, the gangbanging stuff is not what's hot, and I don't understand why they decided to continue to participate in said um, and said activities, but they not getting out of jail no time soon either. So I hate to see that. I like a couple of Young Thug songs. I actually was just listening to his song with Chris Brown yesterday in the car. Uh, yeah. Okay, here we go, Wendy. I'm gonna let you go first because I got two.
What's bugging me is spiders.
I'm sorry, it's the way you said it. You said what's bugging me? Spider.
The other day I was laying on the couch
Mm-hmm.
and I kept feeling something. I'm thinking it's my sheet, it's my blanket. I turned my cell phone light and it was an eight-legged freak on my arm.
Oh my God.
And
Was it
don't you
small? Was
know,
it big?
I don't know, but it was an eight-legged freak on my
It's just
arm.
that it
And I
doesn't
screamed
matter.
and
Yeah.
I screamed and I killed it. Then I went in my mama's room. Like I'm sleeping with you tonight, woman.
I don't like spiders either. I used to break out in the hives when I see them. That's how bad it was for me at one point. I don't know why I used to break out. I like get nervous and I start breaking out in the hive. Um, I'm not a fan of spiders at all. They're not creatures that I would want to have as a pet. No, not loving that. Um, poor baby. She said spiders.
And then again, and you know, always was bugging me. Dog. I understand. I understand the prices of things go up. However, if you're gonna do Uber Eats, you already know it's gonna be expensive.
Tip your
To,
people.
tip them, because if we see $2, $3, we ain't gonna do it, and you're gonna be wondering why it's taking so long for somebody to pick your food.
Please, y'all, tip your drivers. I tipped my DoorDash person last night to feed my kids. So make sure y'all are tipping.
I'm saying if you're doing Uber Eats, if you don't think you can afford the tip, then just go to the grocery store.
All you gotta
Because
do is or go to the
basically,
restaurant that you're ordering from.
yeah, because basically the amount of money that you're spending, you can make a meal for yourself for at least three days.
You can. That's true.
And I rest my mic.
All right. Okay. Two things that are bugging me. I'm gonna start off with the abortion situation. Um, I feel like people are making decisions for women who don't know what we go through, don't understand what we have to deal with. There are a lot of medical issues that are involved. There are a lot of situations where young women are raped. There are incestual situations that take place. Um, and to make a blanket decision or leave that decision up to the individual states, it's ridiculous. I'm tired of men having a say in the conversation as
It's
far as
because they don't have to go through it.
because you
They
don't
don't have to. You don't have to
have to
carry
hear
it.
about being pregnant is
And
not fun.
and don't think just because and then also because I saw this on TikTok where a senator, a Republican senator, asked them why should they put ectopic pregnancy as a exclusion.
Right.
Do you not know what it is?
They don't
That means
know.
that neither people will be able to survive if it carries
So
because it is the egg is in the fallopian tube,
too, right.
and
So
and I'm just like
yeah,
these
you don't
folks.
know what's going on. You don't know what the issues are. So now you're going to cause a lot of people to have to do things the way that it was done before Roe versus Wade came out, which they can go to a medical facility and have it done safely instead of going to somebody's back
Back
room
door.
somewhere, right,
Or
and doing it.
or some people may go to the Democratic states where they saying it's fine.
Right, because I do know Illinois, I think is the closest Democratic state that we would have if in the event something like that took place. But let me also say this because it's another thing that I just don't agree with. And, I don't care. I had some guys get on my post earlier this week. Um, with I as a father, I should have a say so on how my child is fed. So let's start with the fact that breastfeeding is not fun. I don't know any mother that says that it is a fun activity to participate in.
If they
Okay.
got their kids latching on correctly, the way they should, and it's not hurting their nipples, kudos to you.
But that's not the case. So let's kill it, because if you have to have the nipple pads and you have to have the creams to make sure they not doing whatever, you have to get in the shower and let the hot water, the steam go. It's so many different things that we have to do to experience comfort. So let me start off by saying this. If your spouse, mate, whomever does not want to breastfeed your child, that's, I feel like that's their decision, because you're not producing milk. You're not gonna have to put anything in the baby's mouth. You're not gonna have to go
Mm-hmm.
through the trouble and the trauma that it takes to go through that. Okay. That's number one. So I think it should be a woman's choice. This is her body that the baby is breastfeeding from. And I don't think that is something that should be taken lightly. Now, let me also add this to the conversation. There are a lot of women that breastfeeding is a problem for them. It was a problem for me both times when I had both of my boys. The first time, my oldest, um, he was latching on, that wasn't a problem. He was not getting full. I think part of the reason is because he's greedy, but that's neither here nor there. Um, he was latching on just fine, but he was never full. So I always had to have, some formula in case. And I was in constant communication with the lactation specialist and all that good stuff. I had the pump and everything at the house. So it was never enough. So I had to do more, but it was hard for me to pump. Then I kept getting sick. I kept getting an infection for whatever reason. I don't know why. I didn't have a C-section or anything, but I just, for whatever reason, kept getting sick. Didn't want to pass down anything that I had to my son, so I stopped breastfeeding. Okay. My understanding is once these puppies dry up, ain't no more milk for the weary.
Let me tell you my story. I had problems the first 3 days. Then I got Joshua to latch on, and he was doing it.
Mm-hmm.
He was doing it. One day, my mom made greens. Why did I eat
Like,
greens? I tell you, when it was time to breastfeed Joshua at 3 weeks, he grabbed on. I'm talking about his face looked like the poison sticker, the green poison
right.
sticker. That's
Yeah.
how his face was looking. After that, he was like, "No, I ain't doing it."
Good on that. And so that's an issue. So many women have postpartum. So many women go through so many different things. And so for you to say, well, because I said my wife needs to breastfeed, that's what needs to happen. I don't think that that's fair. And there are women who can't. Well, I got guys. Well, studies show, did they poll every mother in the country, or did they poll 100 women and take that from that and gave you a study? Like, who did the study? I don't trust all of these studies. Show most women would rather not breastfeed. So here's where we are, and I mentioned this to say this. A lot of people are like, well, you need to breastfeed if you can't get the milk. So let's talk about that.
We'll go
Um,
old school.
the old school, but see, here's the thing, and I was gonna go there with that too, because a lot of people, this old school, y'all know, we got the pet milk in the water, or we got the K-Roll in the pet milk, or whatever you got to mix up. And I've heard all of those old school things because they didn't have formula that was readily available back in the day, like way back in the
Hmm.
day. So they had to make it do what it do, even if they couldn't breastfeed or whatever. So I get that. But here's the thing: where are the old school women to nurture the younger generation?
Mm.
That's not there. Everybody don't have a grandma.
Mm.
Grandmas nowadays are 37 years old. Okay. They don't have the grandma to come and say, well, baby, this is how you get past this. This is how you get around it. There are so many different facets to this. There are so many different levels to this. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
to say to a woman, you gonna have to go old school or you gonna have to breastfeed if this is dried up. And I have a friend that put up she posted a link because she works with mothers as a lactation specialist. I did not know. She said there is a way for you to get the milk flowing again after it's dried up. I was always told no, but she said it's a way to do it. She put her link out there, so anybody want to go to my post, I'll probably repost the link that she put out there on my page, on my Facebook page, where she posted about that. Because I'm not saying everybody should breastfeed. Breastfeeding ain't for everybody. Okay. But you got to understand the trouble and the struggle. I have a friend right now, she just had a baby. And her baby, she was saying how tired she was, how exhausted she is, how much pain she's in, to make sure that he's breastfed. And, her husband's been extremely supportive. But for somebody to say, you need to breastfeed, that to me, I think is straight disrespectful. People should be able to have a choice what they do with what they have. God, just because I got married to you or just because I'm dating you does not mean my body belongs to you.
Um, yeah, I understand what you're trying to say, but then I understand why they're trying to say that we do need to use our milk because we're not designed for. We're not really supposed to be drinking cow's milk. Number one,
We're not supposed to be drinking cow's milk. You are
and,
correct.
and then number two is that with the breast milk, by us breastfeeding our babies, we're giving them the nutrients and
I get
the
all of
stuff,
that.
right?
I
And that's why I say I can
wholeheartedly
understand both
get
sides of
all
it.
of that. I
But
have no problem with
but
that
for a
part.
man to just demand a
That's what
woman
I
to
have
do
a
it,
problem with.
that's what I do have a
I
problem
I
with
don't
that.
have a problem with I don't have a problem with the statement that we're not designed to drink cow's milk. I don't drink cow's milk. I don't.
Mm-mm.
After I breastfed, my mama said I never liked milk. I don't know why she tried to make me drink it when I was a kid with cereal and stuff, but she told me I never liked milk, and I didn't. I still don't drink milk to this day. I do not.
Mm.
Um, but it's for somebody to make a demand or make a blanket statement that's saying this is what you have to do. No, we you know, I don't I just don't agree with it. You don't have breasts, you don't have a vagina, you don't carry a child, you don't have a womb. Those are things that you don't have. So
Mhm.
for people to be like, this is what you need to do then because you don't have this. No, let's talk about how we need to start warehouses and factories over here again instead of having warehouse and factories overseas because we don't have car parts can't come in, gas is going up. A lot of the things that we have are made in China or Indonesia or the Philippines, and it's hard to get those things back over here because of all of the different situations that they have going on overseas, that if you had the resources here in the United States of America, land of the free, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be here. All because people want to make money. You want to cut costs at all costs. That's not cool because now people are suffering and are unable to get. Now I did hear that you can get um formula. I think somebody did it. They were able to order a case of formula from Amazon, but you have to choose it in Amazon Canada, and they will ship it to your house. I did see somebody post that on social media. I have in different stores have seen some formula, little bits and pieces of formula. If I see some out in the stores, I'll try to take a picture of it so people can look and see and see if they can get it. But there are kids that are being babies are being treated right now in the hospital for stomach issues and that sort of thing because of people trying to cut corners to make sure that the babies are fed. So that's something that we got to keep. Let's find out a way to support one another instead of having a big debate, going back and forth, telling people what they should do and shouldn't do. That's just my my little 2 cents. All right. I do not have the flyer. I didn't have time to put it up, but this week we have artists for Shot Glass Hour. It's actually our 1 year anniversary. So 1 year ago, on Wednesday, we did our very first show for Shot Glass Hour. So make sure you guys come out. We're gonna have Ends and Walker Jr., who will be performing with our house band. And of course, we're gonna have food. We're gonna have flow on the drinks. We're gonna have Shan with the massages. Make sure you guys come out and participate. We have some more great shows coming up for you, and I should have flyers next week for that. So make sure y'all come out. It's going to be at Smooth Living in Whitehaven, 1263 Winchester Road. So make sure y'all come out in that lounge area. Can't wait to see you guys there. Wendy, tell the
Yes.
people how they can reach you.
Okay, of course, you can reach me on Facebook. I'm Wendy Edinburgh Smith. Instagram is at Deluxe76. And of course, my Mary Kay website is www.marykay.com/WEDINGPOURGH.
And you guys can reach Heather at Heather's Passion Academy on Facebook and YouTube. And then her website, heatherspassionacademy.com. Um, you can reach me. I got to get another picture. On Facebook, Vixki is Faith More, Instagram at Vixki is Faith, and Twitter at Vixki is Faith.
Mm-hmm.
And then you guys can contact us here at The Size Up on Facebook, Instagram at The Size Up 2102, YouTube, The Size Up Official Podcast, and via email, The Size Up 2102 at Gmail. You can listen to our podcast. One day I'm gonna upload all these episodes, God help. On Anchor, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Breaker, Overcast, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, and SoundCloud. And thank you guys for joining us. Wendy, do you have anything else for today?
Nope.
All right.
We'll see y'all tomorrow.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. Make sure y'all are back here for It's On. We're gonna talk about part 2 of Bling Empire. I'm gonna try to watch the reunion part 1 of Married at First Sight so that we can discuss this last episode of This Is Us.
You know what? I was not surprised about the 2 of the 4 couples. And the other 2 couples bored the hell out of me. I'm sorry, excuse me, my language.
Yeah.
It don't need to be a part 2, to be honest with you.
I don't think it should be a part 2 either, but I mean, but I'm gonna watch the first part of the reunion show. I'll try to get into that tonight. And then I don't know what else we'll talk. We'll get that together for tomorrow. Make sure you guys are back here with us at 8:00 tomorrow. We are going to be going through that, talking about Bling Empire, the second part of that. And then we got some good things that are on TV. We got some season finales coming up too. So we're going to hopefully be able to dive into those as well. And we're going to talk about, not this episode, but next episode, shows that got canceled and shows that got picked up, and shows that were renewed. So we're going to be talking about that as well on not this week's episode, but next week's episode. So make sure you guys are tuning in. That's all we got for you guys. Y'all have a good day.